Thank you for your interest in this briefing for potential applicants of Forest and Wood Products Australia's Forestry Research Program. I'm Jodie Mason, Head of Forest Research at Forest and Wood Products Australia. In this briefing, I'll explain the forestry research investment process and what you can expect if you are applying for funding for research development or extension activities that aim to benefit Australia's commercial forest growers. The purpose of this briefing is to familiarise potential applicants with the process of developing and submitting research proposals for investment through the Forestry Research Program. I'll provide information about the process of applying for funding through FWPA's Forestry Research Program and to help you navigate that process. We'll cover the basics of each phase of the process and provide some tips for a successful outcome. We'll provide a second briefing in the coming weeks to provide guidance in completing the full proposal template, including the budget. Please note for now that in a change to previous years, there is no need to include an FWPA project management fee in your budgets. This briefing is specific to the Forestry Research Program, which addresses forest grower research, development and extension priorities. For research activities relating to timber processing or the built environment, there are other opportunities through FWPA and Australian Forest and Wood Innovations to leverage industry and other external investment. Any questions you have after this briefing can be submitted via a link at the bottom of the FWPA January 2025 Forestry Research Program page on FWPA's website. I'll also provide the link at the end of this briefing. FWPA is one of 15 Rural Research and Development Corporations, or RDCs, that were established in 1989 to drive innovative research for primary industries. Some other RDCs that you may be familiar with are Wine Australia, Meat and Livestock Australia, Hort Innovation and Dairy Australia. FWPA is funded by industry member levies and the Australian Government. It has its own board of directors and is governed by the Australian Charities and Not-for-Profits Commission Act. In 2023, FWPA released a new 5-year strategic plan. During the period of the plan, FWPA will deliver on its mission through achievements in each of 4 outcome areas. Key performance indicators for targets related to these outcomes will measure success for each outcome. The Forestry Research Program predominantly contributes to outcome 3. The objectives of RD&E activities under the Forest Grower Research Program can be summarised into 3 main mechanisms of conferring value to industry: asset growth, asset protection, and efficiency gains. Rebuilding of forestry research and technical capacity is also an important objective of the program, but is ideally achieved within the context of relevant RD&E activities. In 2018, FWPA commissioned a suite of investment plans to guide investment in RD&E for the Australian forestry sector across multiple research themes and to identify where best returns on investment might be achieved. Each plan was developed to inform and promote investment aligned to the FWPA strategic plan, including estimates of the potential return from the planned investments and together forming a high-level business case for increased investment in forestry RD&E. The plans were developed through collaboration between 3 key contributing groups: technical and operational specialists from the industry, research and service providers, and FWPA's Grower Research Advisory Committee membership, which represents the interests of our forest grower members. Collectively, this suite of investment plans creates a portfolio of research priorities across 9 key themes that were considered likely to help realise the vision of the Grower Research Advisory Committee, which is to double the value of Australia's commercial forest by 2040 by fostering an innovative culture in our enterprises, applying world's best practices, collaborating and investing into research and development as appropriate. Each of the investment plans has a list of priority research topics which are summarised into a single document on our website. Note that as the investment plans are reviewed every 2 to 4 years, this list is updated regularly. Note both soil microbiome and resource modelling remote sensing investment plans have been excluded from this call for proposals due to significant current investment. The plantation silviculture and plantation nutrition are currently under review, and new priorities for these will be available in January 2025. FWPA assesses applications through a two-stage selection process. The first stage is the submission of a concept note that provides high-level information about the proposed project, including rationale, estimated budget, alignment with FWPA investment plans, and linkages to other projects. The second stage is submission of a full proposal. A concept note is a brief outline of a project proposal that describes the industry need and rationale for the RD&E activity. Concept notes enable FWPA to help to identify potential additional stakeholders, industry partners, and investors. Industry partners can assist with proposal development and provision of critical support, such as trial sites or data. FWPA will assess the alignment of the concept notes with industry priorities and will provide them to grower members for them to identify whether they are interested as potential stakeholders or partners. 1 week after submission of concept notes, FWPA will provide applicants with a list of interested growers. Applicants should then contact interested growers promptly for input into the development of the full proposal. The full proposal application involves providing a comprehensive detail of the intended project activities and research milestones, a comprehensive budget including project partner contributions, a description of pathways to adoption by industry and what benefits the project findings will have, and details of key staff, including roles, responsibilities, and experience. Key assessment criteria are demonstrated need, scientific rigour, and achievability. Adoption and benefit to forest industry is an additional criteria, and a benefit cost assessment of each proposal will be undertaken as part of the evaluation, led by an economist and supported by an industry working group. The entire process from the opening of the call for proposals to contracting currently takes about 5 months. This is largely because of the iterative nature of the evaluation process, which allows for applicants to respond to feedback and/or input arising from the evaluation process. This timeline is included on our website. The next key date to be aware of is Monday, the 3rd of February, which is the due date for concept notes. As always, we encourage you to engage as early as practicable with the industry. If you're new to the industry, please contact us and we can assist in connecting you with people relevant to your area of expertise. In addition, we may be able to connect you with other researchers in similar fields. In compiling the schedule, we try to optimise the amount of time for researchers to prepare well-considered proposals that meet an existing need by industry. We're always happy to meet one-on-one with proponents to ensure the best outcomes for both researchers and forest growers. This list has been developed from our experience and evaluation of assessment processes over recent years. Carefully read and adhere to the guidelines within the application forms and on the website. Write in plain English and describe the technical aspects clearly and concisely. Clearly describe the economic benefits to industry. Consider the likely impact of the research, including clear consideration of the target market, size, region, potential pathways to adoption, readiness for and barriers to adoption, and economic impact of the research. Justify assumptions behind analysis of industry benefit and cost. Allow time to prepare multiple drafts of the proposal, including input from collaborators, experienced colleagues, and incorporation of feedback from the evaluation as required. Importantly, engage with industry members early and facilitate their effective involvement throughout. In summary, check that your proposal satisfies all of the following criteria: meets one or more industry needs, is clear, concise, and scientifically robust, provides sound evidence of expected ROI, return on investment, demonstrates strong collaboration with industry and aligns with FWPA and industry priorities. If you have any questions, they can be submitted via FWPA's website at the bottom of the January 2025 Forest Research Program page. Thank you all for your time today, and we look forward to receiving your concept notes by Monday, the 3rd of February, 2025.